Welcome back. Espresso machines were invented in Italy in the 1880s because even then, nobody wanted to wait for a cup of coffee to brew. Steam is used to force highly pressurized hot water over ground coffee to create a concentrated drink in a matter of seconds. A revolution that's been helping us get through the daily grind ever since. Making espresso coffee was once an art, but modern technology has turned it into something of a science. Today's machines balance temperature and steam pressure to produce an espresso of consistent strength, flavor, and quality. Production starts with computer-programmed tools that carve high-carbon steel sheets into different shapes. This creates parts that will be the framework for the espresso machine. The tooling also cuts holes for screws, bolts, and components like the steam tap. A freshly cut control panel is then served up to a hydraulic press machine. The press bends the panel to the correct profile and creates tabs for assembly. This is the panel before bending and after. When all of the panels have been shaped, the framework is assembled. A container is attached to capture any water runoff. Meters are installed which will release the correct amount of water for different sizes of espresso. The base is now turned the right side up before the side framework is screwed to it. The front panel is then attached to the sides. The machine's framework is now in place. Next, the group heads are installed. These are the parts that will shower pressurized hot water through the ground coffee. Valves to regulate the flow of the water are installed. These also release any built-up pressure so that the filter holders can be removed after brewing. The group heads fit into slots in the front of the framework, and they're secured to it with bolts. A copper and brass boiler is now placed inside the espresso machine chassis and connected to the water lines. The tank will generate steam to froth milk for cappuccinos and also supply hot water for making tea. Heat exchangers run through the boiler to supply the hot water for brewing. Copper pipes are now connected to heat exchanger outlets on the boiler and linked to the group heads. The fitting for the hot water tap is now tightened. A pump that will pressurize the water is now screwed to one side of the framework. The electronic components are now fitted. The control panel is mounted to the front framework. A rubber trim is fitted to the protruding steam levers before knobs are added to them.